Do you know what voice you're listening to? Do you even know you have more than one? I'm sure you do. I know you do. Because I want to talk about the voice of knowing. This has been channeled through me the last few weeks. We really want to touch upon this voice of knowing, the one that doesn't always have words. A lot of times it's just a whisper, a feeling, a pull, a deep knowing that arrives before you can explain it. You might not have data to support it, and you might not truly, honestly, usually it's hard to even articulate it. And you may not even understand it, but you just know. You just know. You can't explain it. And usually, almost immediately, these other two voices show up after this voice of knowing comes in. And the first one is, maybe not the first, but the voice of reason is one. It says, that doesn't make sense. That's not realistic. That's not responsible. What will people think? What if it doesn't work? It has endless logic, endless evidence, so much evidence, endless reasons why you should ignore what you know. It's just, it's amazing, this voice of reason. And then we have this other one, this voice of rebellion that might go, well, screw you, screw that, I'll do whatever I want. I'll prove them wrong. I'll prove I can do it. I'll prove I'm different. I'll prove that I'm able to do this. Look what I can do. I'll prove I don't need anyone. But here's what I've noticed. The voice of rebellion feels like freedom, but truly most of the time it's still a reaction, and it still needs something to push against. It still needs something to prove. It needs an audience. It needs validation, or sometimes vindication. Even if that audience is just yourself, the voice of knowing needs none of that. It does not need approval. It does not need agreement. It does not need to make sense to anybody else. It's peaceful, it's content. It doesn't need to win an argument with reason. And it doesn't need to prove a point to rebellion. It simply knows. That's how you know it's different. It's a quiet okayness. I like to say it's an anchored neutrality. A real true settled truth inside of you. The voice of knowing may go against reason, and it may calm rebellion, and it may lead you somewhere you can't explain. But when you feel it, you know. And the practice isn't learning how to hear your knowing, because it's going to be there. Most of the time, you've already heard it. The practice is trusting it before reason talks you out of it, or rebellion turns it into something to prove. Because life, love, truth, grace, abundance does not live in reason. And they don't live in rebellion. They live in the quiet knowing that was there before either voice ever spoke. I would love for you to practice tuning into these voices this week. Maybe comment what you've noticed. It's just becoming aware of what voices are coming up for you.